Yesterday, I was looking at my GitHub feed and realized it was 90% AI agents reviewing other AI agents' pull requests. My For You page is just 6 wrappers around the same Claude API key, and all the most starred repos are literally just markdown files that tell you how to talk to robots. I thought I had died and went to hell, but I realized this can't be hell because this is my terminal emulator. It's 3D, it uses 300 megabytes of RAM, it has a spinning wrap for a cursor, and it might be the most important software released in 2026. Underneath the AI sewage layer and below the prompt bros and Notion template goblins, there are still real humans building insane, beautiful, and deeply unnecessary software. In today's video, we'll look at 10 projects you've never heard of, built by people who absolutely should not be allowed near a compiler, and I mean that as the highest possible compliment. It is May 26, 2026, and you're watching the Code Report. The first project I want to talk about is Ratty. It's a new terminal emulator built in Rust and inspired by Temple OS, and as you can see here, the cursor is a spinning 3D wrap. It was created by Oren Parmaxes, and unlike most terminal emulators, it doesn't just render text, but rather an entire GPU-accelerated 3D scene using the Bevy game engine. That means you can do incredibly useless things like hit Ctrl-Alt-Enter to physically tilt your terminal in a 3D space like you're flying through a PS2 game. And you can even bring in your own crappy 3D models from tools like Blender. The only catch is that it eats 300 megabytes of RAM, and RAM is not cheap these days. The creator fully acknowledges that this is insane by saying, quote, "Everything comes at a cost, especially the spinning rat cursor." But if 3D rats are not enough, your terminal's about to get even more awesomer thanks to a project called Terminal Phone. Imagine this, you're in the terminal, Vim open, 3 Tmux panes deep, and instead of unlocking your phone to take a call, you just make the call from Bash. The Terminal Phone is an open source push-to-talk voice and text app that runs entirely over Tor as a shell script. There are no servers, no accounts, no phone numbers. Instead, a .onion address is your identity, which means everything is ephemeral and end-to-end encrypted. The developer shipped this project in February with a custom protocol built from scratch. This is the project cypherpunks were promising us in 1995, and now finally, after 30 years, one psychopath finally delivered it. But this next project might even be more rebellious. Back in 1988, before the internet even existed, John Carpenter made an awesome movie where this dude puts on sunglasses, and suddenly every billboard, magazine, and advertisement on Earth is revealed to be what it truly is: alien mind control propaganda telling us to obey, consume, marry, and reproduce. Developer David Lawrence realized that this is also the most aesthetically correct way to implement an ad blocker. He actually had the idea all the way back in 2015, sat on it for a decade, and then finally shipped it recently as a fork of uBlock Origin Lite. Instead of just blocking ads, it turns the entire experience of surfing the World Wide Web into an 80s sci-fi horror movie. But our next project, CUDA Oxide, didn't come from some basement hacker. It was quietly dropped on GitHub by the 5 trillion market cap Nvidia last week. And it addresses an important problem. In order to write CUDA kernels, code that runs on a GPU, you need to carefully craft C++. Pray the compiler doesn't segfault, because it only takes one wrong pointer to turn your $40,000 GPU cluster into a worthless paperweight. CUDA Oxide tries to fix this by letting you write GPU kernels in pure Rust. Just annotate a function with kernel, and now you have Rust code that can actually run on a GPU. And it actually compiles straight to PTX. There's no foreign functions interface or C++ involved at all. But all these awesome projects should have their own theme songs, and that's where Wario Synth comes in. This is a weird project where you paste in a song and it spits it back out as a Game Boy chiptune. Under the hood, it uses the Web Audio API to take 2 pulse waves, 1 wave channel and 1 noise channel, to resynthesize an entire song as something that sounds like it's coming out of a 1989 Game Boy. And it can do all of this in the browser with 0 server-side processing required. Enjoy it before Nintendo's legal team nukes it and memory holes it. But speaking of memory holes, I completely forgot about the Epstein files after the Iran war and UFO disclosures. Luckily though, the files are easier than ever to consume now thanks to projects like Jmail, which emulates Gmail as if you were Jeffrey himself using it. But if you truly want to go deep down this rabbit hole, Epstein Exposed provides a searchable database for the files, and also this awesome network graph that shows you how deep the connections of the deep state actually go. If that's a little too dark for you, though, you'll really like this next project, Exopedia. Developer Lyra Rebane looked at the dumpster fire that's modern social media and asked the only sensible question: what if doom scrolling was actually good for you? So she built Wikipedia as a TikTok feed. You open up the web app, pick a few categories, and it downloads 40 megabytes of simple Wikipedia in the background, and then you have an infinite feed you can scroll through endlessly. This project is also open source and runs its algorithm entirely in the browser. But what if we could run an entire computer in the browser? Well, that's where Pewter comes in. It's a project you can self-host, or if you go to pewter.com, you'll be taken to a desktop environment where you have a taskbar, draggable windows, a file manager, and a bunch of applications like a notepad, code editor, terminal, and so on. It's kind of like the dream of Chrome OS, except it's actually free, actually open, and actually fun. But now it's time to learn about Honker. This one's for the SQLite gang, and honestly, it might be the single most underrated project on this list. SQLite is an incredible database that can handle even the most ambitious of failed side projects. But if you end up needing a feature like a job queue, things start to get complicated. You might think you need to spin up Redis, install Celery, or run a message broker, but developer Russell Romney says no. Honker is a SQLite extension written in Rust that adds Postgres-style notify listen directly into your database file. You get durable pub/sub, task queues, event streams, and a cron scheduler. And all of it lives inside the same .db file as your business data. It's yet another humble reminder that 99% of us don't fucking need motherfucking Kubernetes and would be perfectly fine running SQLite and Node on a $5 VPS. And that brings us to number 10, HyperAgent, the sponsor of today's video. Most agent platforms only give you tool calls, but HyperAgent lets you build and deploy agents with their own browser, shell, and file system, all running in an isolated cloud sandbox. I used it to build a research workflow for our Bytes newsletter that studies past issues, scouts tech Twitter and hacker news for promising story topics, and saves them to our team's Airtable. Then I turn that workflow into an agent we can invoke from Telegram or Slack whenever we need ideas. Right now, HyperAgent is giving away $10 million to founders building agent-first companies, and the first 1,000 viewers to use the link below will get $1,000 in free inference credits. This has been the Code Report. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Okay. Last week we were going to start the new project and we were setting up Git and GitHub, right? So I remember us ending up at we installed Git and you guys were making a GitHub account, right? Does anyone not have a GitHub account yet?
Mhm. I don't have one.
Okay. Adam, are you able to make one or okay, Charlie, you're fine, and then Adam, are you able to make one or does it have like parental permissions or whatever?
Oh, yeah, because I haven't tried.
Can you say that again? You were like cutting out.
I haven't tried making one yet.
Okay. When you get the chance, just try to make one. And then for everyone else, let's do the SSH key now. Mm. Give me a second while I pull it up. I'm gonna assume that everyone here is using Windows. So for those of you who have your PC and have logged into GitHub, you guys are wanna open up Git Bash. So I'll open up Git Bash and then type in this and your email at example.com. Just replace that with the email that you guys used to create that GitHub account. and I'll show you guys me doing it so you guys can follow step by step. If I find where my Git is, I don't see it. Let's just do this. You guys can see my screen, right? Clear. Okay. So this is that thing, that code I pasted into the chat. And what is my email? What's a paraphrase? Just click enter. You guys don't need to secure it. It's kind of like a security measure, but you guys don't need it. Okay, I don't want to make. Okay, anyway. Basically, replace this with your GitHub account, the email you use to create your GitHub account. Let me explain what this does. SSH keygen creates a SSH key. What is the SSH key? It's something called uh, encryption, so there's something called a public key and a private key. Basically, the private key can be used to decrypt whatever that public key does. No, I'm getting it wrong. Private key is used to send my encrypted message to like the server. The server has my public key and uses my public key to decrypt it. So I don't have both the keys. The server doesn't have both my keys. We each have one, and only I can encrypt it, and only the server can decrypt it. What's the random art thing? I think you're talking about like the. Okay, you know what? I'll show you here. You do this, you click enter. Okay, I don't want to overwrite, so let's just do this work. Okay. Let's do users ID ED 25519 coding class. Paraphrase, you put just empty for null phrase, same thing. And then random art image is basically that SSH key. So this is what your key is. Now I'm just going to delete it. Remove /user/nb1 .ssh ID ed1 coding class. Okay. Basically, we just created it. This is the public key. This is my private key. We're going to use this. Actually, let's just keep. We're going to use this later for the GitHub when we try to connect it. So, where am I? Okay. You guys opened Git Bash, did that email thing. Now you guys have just enter, and then you guys now have your SSH key. Now what you're going to do is connect it to GitHub with SSH. Here, Windows, and I'll send you guys whatever you guys need to do. Here, okay, wait. You're gonna type this in that same chat or the same git bash. This is my terminal, but git bash works the same. So what this does, you guys are basically just copying it. right? I'm on Mac, so this won't work. But for Windows, it will work. You guys can see it's a PV copy now. So it just copies whatever's in my public key into my clipboard. This pub means it's the public key. Now you guys are gonna go to GitHub. Click my profile picture and then settings. Go to access and SSH key. So access, SSH key. You guys can see I have all these uh, keys that I already have. We're gonna do a new one. We'll do like coding class, and then you paste in whatever you're. Just do Control V. Yep, add a new SSH key title, and yeah, that should be it. Let me know if you guys have any troubles, and let me know when you guys are done. What's your GitHub? My GitHub? Or like your GitHub? I just got home and I'm going to my PC. Okay. And let me know when you guys are done. But once you're done, you're gonna want to run this in the command as well. This will just attempt to SSH to GitHub. You guys will see a warning, just click yes. It's basically adding this github.com to your known host so that your computer trusts this github.com. And then once you're done, you'll go to the command line or wherever you guys want the code. So you guys will go to the terminal. You guys will go to some directory that you guys want to put your code in. So like cd dev, cd code, etc. And then you'll do git clone. And then whatever I pasted into the chat for you guys. Git clone. We add our public key. Yes. So it should be that clip thing I sent you guys. Clip and then left arrow, etc. What else? Oh yeah. For later, when you guys create you guys are gonna wanna kind of create new projects in GitHub so that you guys can show later or I don't know. When you guys apply for some things, you guys might need to provide some proof that you guys worked on this project. This is where GitHub comes in. All you guys do is create a new repository, make a repository name, etc. And they should look something like this. And all you guys are gonna do is go to the terminal and then do git clone and then copy this thing, paste it, and then it'll clone this into your folder. It says you need an open key format. First, Charlie, do you have Git installed? Do you remember? Okay. Then go to, do you have a GitHub account? Did you make one? Okay. Then you're gonna wanna, let me copy it. Like SSH. Here are the commands. So first, you're gonna do SSH keygen. You're gonna enter for the paraphrases. So you don't want to put anything. For clip, you then copy it using clip in Git bash. Open up Git bash. Or you can do terminal. Or terminal. So either Git bash or your like PowerShell terminal command line. Do you know what I'm referring to? You guys are Windows, right? So I would go to right next to the Windows icon, there's a search bar, right? In the search bar, just type in git bash or terminal or command line. Oh, okay. Let me know when you're done. Just go up to clip, the copying, and then you're gonna want to go to GitHub and then paste it in. So, Caden, can you show me actually? Caden, did you do the clip thing? The copy and paste copying? And you pasted it into the GitHub, right? And then saying, okay. I think is your key type, is it the fingerprint? Yeah, I think so. Okay, Charlie. It says what you want to name it, right? Just do enter. And then it's gonna show up what do you want for the paraphrase, just to enter. And then wants to confirm it, just enter again. It starts with SHA. Yeah, that should be good. It should start with SSH. SHA. Is it authentication key? Yes. Do I enter in a second command after git name? Yes, the second command. You don't have permissions to any. Okay, then Liam, I don't think. Yeah, you probably can't do it then. It's probably some. Do you know if you have parental permissions thing? No parental permissions. Okay, first, why does it say open SSH? Oh yeah, Charlie, the second command just copies it. What you're gonna do is go to the GitHub. Uh, did you clip it? And then it's showing that? Can you try signing key? Oh, Liam, did you add the key? I don't think you added the right one. Can you try this one, Liam? Did you try this? And it gave you thumbs up or like I wonder if you guys are okay. So Charlie, you're gonna go to profile on GitHub, settings, and then on the left hand side it's gonna be access, SSH, new SSH key, some random title, and then your public key. And then Caden, you're doing this exact step and then it's not working, right? Uh, can you show me your screen? Oh, I enabled it. Wait, why is your key like that? Yours is different from mine. Can you open up your terminal? Charlie, it worked for you? The adding the key? Okay. How did you oh yeah. Caden, how did you you can probably just do up arrow. No? Do I share the git? Yeah, git bash. Or wherever you did the okay, Charlie is done, so you're good. Okay. Go down more. Uh, do up arrow. Okay, I can't see it. Can you go down more to wherever you're oh, okay, I can see it actually. Oh, I can zoom out on this? No, you zoom back. Okay. So do the clip. So do up arrow. Uh, we already did that, right? So down arrow until we get to where you clipped it, or up arrow until where you clipped it. Yeah, that one. Enter. Control V. Or however you paste something. Um, no, don't copy that one. Oh, wait. Control C and then just do clip again. And then go back to the, yeah, clip, enter, go back to GitHub, and then paste it in, and then I should be, oh, I think you have to open up a new tab. Okay. Go to key and then just paste it in. Okay, yeah, that looks much more sense. Okay. I think you were copying the wrong thing. Anyways, Charlie is good, Kaden is good, and Liam, I think you're probably also the same problem. So if it says permission denied, then it's your GitHub that doesn't have access. So you're gonna want to clip that same thing again, the whatever Kaden just did. Go back to the GitHub and then create a new SSH key by pasting it in. And then let me know how it goes. And Kaden, do this in your terminal or git bash. And then once you're done with that, and then we can clone it. Okay, let me share my screen. It says host key verification failed. Um, you want to share it again? Oh, go up arrow, enter. Yes. Okay. So what is that? It basically is your computer thinks GitHub.com is some bad entity because it's not in its known host. So all it does is saying, okay, I'm gonna put GitHub.com into my known host so that next time I'll know that GitHub is like safe. Anyways, once you guys clone it, you guys will see something like this. You guys will be in Project 13, and this is that stock analysis, right? Stock analysis AI. We're gonna start with, okay, requirements. So I want everyone to do, you guys all have Python, right? My Python is weird. It's gonna be stupid straight grad. Okay. Okay. So what I want everyone to do is cd project 13. You guys can see test project 13. Okay, you guys will be code project 13. What you're gonna do with this is, okay, when you guys land in here, it's gonna be dev class ST43 AI blah 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 repository. You're gonna do cd test slash project 13. Oh, yeah, and then you guys are going to do homebrew slash bin slash Python. No, Python 3. So you guys are want to do this command line, but replace this Python 3 with whatever you guys call Python in your code. So some people's laptop will be like Python. Others might be Python 3. Others might be user slash bin slash Python 3. And someone did a message chat. How do I add a paraphrase? Liam, when it says ask you to do a paraphrase, just do enter enter. You don't need a paraphrase. What's I? Right. And then do Python dash M Python dash M VEMV dot VMV. Now what will it show? It tells you a new environment has been created. So if I check here, right, I am in test. So it should be right here. It should have my Python and etc. Right? I'm just gonna delete this because technically I want it in code. Project 13. 13. And then I'm gonna do create a virtual environment here. 13 here, right? We have a virtual environment now. We're gonna now do pip freeze. Oh my. History, grab free requirements. What this command does, history is the previous commands that you guys did. Grep is grabbing every text or line or command that we inputted where we had requirements.txt. So what I'm trying to search for is the previous command that I ran because I do not remember. So here we see the way we want to install it is pip. Oh, even before that, history, or actually, source. So what I just did is Control R. It basically recursively goes through my previously ran commands and grabs the closest command to whatever I'm inputting into the command line. Anyways, programs. Here we want to do class slash SD project 13. So this do source something 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 dot them dot slash bin slash activates your Python environment. And now we can do install pip install dash r requirements dot txt. It's going to go ahead, download everything in this file into my virtual environment. In the meantime, Liam, did you get it to work or? And Kaden and Charlie, no, it says permission denied. I wonder why yours is not working. Wait. So you added it to GitHub, right? As a SSH key, and that part worked? I've been waiting for my VS Code to log in. Oh, okay. You're waiting for it to download? And Liam, no. Oh, okay. Liam. Wait, so it didn't, okay. You can't even SSH because your GitHub didn't accept that SSH key. So you're gonna have to clip or copy that SSH key again using that clip command. And that one didn't work, is what you're saying? When you clip it and then paste it into SSH, like creating a new SSH key on GitHub. None of the commands work. Can you show me or the second works? Okay, let me copy, paste. So you're saying, okay, wait, did the first one work? Keygen. First one didn't. Okay, that's the problem probably. Okay, first thing, Kden Git is system-wide, so you don't need to install it on VS Code. GitHub, you don't need to install it on VS Code. They're all separate. So you already added SSH key to GitHub. So all you need to do is that SSH dot, I mean, you already did that actually too. So all you need to do is go on VS Code, open up the terminal, go to some directory that you want, and then just clone it. This git clone git at blah, blah. Liam, first one didn't work. Okay, that's probably the problem. Can you rerun that SSH keygen if it didn't work? With your and replace that your email at example.com with your own email that you used to create that GitHub account. And let me know if that doesn't work, because then I'm questioning whether your computer is Windows or not. Anyways, where were we? For the other people, you guys saw or should be following how I created the virtual environment, installed all the requirements. You guys will see here. Where is it? Anyways, basically, your virtual environment now has everything that you need for this project. We're gonna now start coding. I would assume let's do data model. Yeah, let's start with data clients, and then we'll go on from here. But I want everyone to have the code, because or else I can't be doing live share when it lags that much. It says Git does not recognize this guy. Inside of VS Code is what you're saying, right? And you're sure you downloaded Git though? Okay. Then I guess your Windows path variable is not able to find Git. What I would do is just go to, yes, that's the command. I'll go to git bash and then cd into the directory that you want and then do that command. Basically, your computer is unable to try to locate Git. The solution to that is adding your Git path to your Windows environment, but that's going to take too long. Did you already clone it? Yeah, then it's fine. You can just open it and restart it. Okay, first thing, Kaden, how do you clone it in VS Code? So basically, cloning, it works on your file directory. So your folders, you'll have something called where you cloned it, you'll have that SD43. All you need to do in VS Code, let me show you. So basically, git cloning. This is, for example, my folders, or this is for Mac, so it'll look a bit different, but these are all my files, right? You'll have a folder here where I wanted to clone it, and it will be, oh, it's not even here. Where is it? I think it's class, right. So this is basically that folder. What you're going to do in VS Code is go to File, Open Folder, and you're going to search for that SD43, etc., and then open it. Liam, I restarted it. The third doesn't work. Third is after the second one, like the clip. Did you go to GitHub and then paste your uh thing? So you do the clip, right? The clip, what is it? Clip SSH IDE 25519. You enter. You'll have it in your clipboard now. You go to GitHub. Here, I'll show you. You go to GitHub. You go to this page, right? And then you just paste Control V. Whatever command you just ran on the terminal with the clip is copied, and now you just do Control V to paste it. Make sense? What's the command to do the virtual environment? It is, okay, depends on your computer, but Python dash -env. So it's this, but that Python and the brackets, replace it with whatever command you use for Python in your computer. So it can be like just Python dash -n vmv. For example. Okay. Now, what else? Now I think we can get started. So, uh, I remember what version of Python do we need? I need to re-download. It'd be best to just get the latest. Why do you need to re-download? Did you not have it before? Is that this is a different computer? But yeah, grab the latest. Adam. Um, wait. Was Adam the one who couldn't clone, or do I need it? Adam, do you have a way to code? Do you have a preferred? I don't know if you're talking, but I can't hear.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Um, I don't know how you're gonna do this without a way to code. So you can't install VS Code or Adam?
I think I need permission or something.
Okay. Let's see if you can download NeoVim for Windows. Do you know if your Windows is x86 or ARM?
No.
It's probably x86. Leah, I mean, Adam, can you go to this? Yes. Actually, do I really want you using NeoVim? You know what? Just let's just for you, let's just do the live share. But just know that for you, it will be laggy, like really laggy, or like going back and forth. So Liam, when you're ready, just to click on the live share and then share your computer screen. What version of Python? I need to re-download it. Okay.
I think I can enter the blockchain.
Wait, you have VS Code.
I don't have VS Code.
What? That is VS Code. Wait, who's sharing? I don't even know who's sharing. Oh, Liam's screen. Oh, yeah. Liam, are you having a problem? Yeah, okay. Right. Um, you clicked it. So you clipped it, that worked. You went to GitHub, and then you went up all the way up to all the way up, and then yep, that, and then setting, yeah, and then SSH, new SSH key, title, whatever you want. S- Coding class, my, or just, yeah, up to you. You must supply a key and open SSH for it. You know what I think it is? Go do that again. Well, I think you have a space there for some reason. Is that Andrew? So is your username? Wait, I think you can delete that and delete the space. So just that. That's good. That's good. And then do that again. Coding class. No? Then can we try creating the SSH key again? So go to git bash, up arrow all the way till just do up arrow. Oh yeah. Not that. Up again, again, again. Yeah. Even more ducks. I think you need to replace that with your Gmail or whatever email that you used. Do you know what email you used to open your GitHub account? And then Caden. Never mind. Okay. And anyways, Adam. Yeah. Share your screen when you're ready. And Liam, let me know if you have any more problems.
Yeah.
It did something. That's good. Okay. Oh yeah. Uh, let it do its thing and then do the clip and then do the SSH keygen again. Or like, no, not the SSH key. Go to GitHub and then add a new SSH key.
What?
Not you,
Who-
not you. Yeah, just click enter. Okay. So code, project 13. Let's go with data client first. So basically, you guys can read that header, right? Provides the functions that fetch financial data from YFinance, FinHub, etc., News API. Each function is already set up, blah, blah, blah. So we just need to fill it up. So what does this do? It's basically your data client. It supplies data to whatever other functions that we implement for this project. You did it on GitHub. That's good. And then you're gonna want to do these commands. So top one is basically authenticating to your github.com. So like making sure you can. GitHub does not provide shell access. Are you doing it on terminal? Does not provide git bash, and it says that command has no.
What do I do first?
1 second. Oh, that's good. I think that's a good command. I mean, that's a successful command. Can you just try this and then add them? Go down. You're gonna start with the get async client. Just read over it and then let me just help him out first, actually.
Read which one?
The get async client, the first function. Okay, William, did that work?
Do what?
Okay. While Liam does that, Adam, you're gonna do get async client. So what this function does is you're returning or creating a new async HTTP client. No, delete. Do you know what I'm referring to? Do you know what I'm looking at? The line, no, don't delete that. Was it none before? Yeah, okay. Line 27. That's the function we want to create or finish. Okay? Asynchronous. Do you know what that means? Sync versus async. Synchronous versus asynchronous. Anyone know? Does
Yeah,
anyone know? Oh, do you know what it is?
yes.
Do you want to explain to the class?
So it's like not synchronous.
Yeah. Basically, synchronous connections, you can have. How do I explain this? Synchronous is, let's say, two connections are doing things at the same time or connected uh, one way, while asynchronous, you can have this connection, both separate. I don't even think that's a good explanation, but whatever. Anyways, what we're doing with this is you're basically creating this async client, which asynchronously tries to connect to this. So what you're gonna do is you have global async HTTP. So you're gonna do if that async HTTP. So underscore async is none. We want to check if it's none. So is none. If async HTTP is none. Is none. Is none. No, no, is. Is. IS instead of equals. So if async HTTP is none, or no, backspace, backspace, backspace. No, back, back, back. Go up to none. Go back to none. Go back to line 32. Delete the colon. Or, or, OR. Or. Adam. So if async HTTP is none, or async HTTP dot is closed. Dot, dot, dot. D, no, dot. Look in the chat. Hello, Adam? Okay. Is none or is closed. Like this. Make sense? So we're doing an async connection. We want to check that this HTTP protocol is not none and that it is not closed. So we're checking if it is none or if it is closed, then what do we want to do? We want to timeout or return back, right? So we're going to do async HTTP, yeah, equals HTTPX HTTPS X dot capital A async capital C client. No underscore because it's a class. You're gonna do circle bracket because it's a class. No underscore, no underscore. Capital C, right? Now go to the end and do bracket, circle bracket, right? It's a class. And you're gonna do timeout equals 10. Next line, you're gonna do return async HTTP. Not in the if sum, not in the if statement. So you're gonna want to backspace on the return. Do left indent because you're indented, right? You're in that if statement. You want to not be in it. Good. Now you can stop sharing. You can stop sharing. Okay. But when you guys do this, you guys are gonna want to do add commit m. This you're committing with a message. Created new get async client function. And then next person, I want Kaden. Can you share your screen, Kaden? No, Kaden, did you clone it? Oh my gosh, why is my... You think so? Can you do in the terminal git status? GIT status. Also, for some reason, you're like really zoomed out. Is it my screen or your screen? Oh yeah, that's better. Do git status. Ah, this is annoying. Can you go to the left side? You'll see that under the search bar, search, yeah, that one. Hmm. In the triple, yep, click that. Yes. You know, whatever. Go to close async client. We'll do that. So basically, you're going to close that async client that we just created. So what you're going to do is we have that global async HTTP. So we're going to do enter if async HTTP is not, and not, and not, sorry, and not. Delete the is. and not async HTTP dot is closed. So we want to make sure that it's not already closed and that we do have this variable set. Then we want to do await async HTTP a close. So why are we waiting on this? Because it's an because it's an asynchronous action. So we want to wait until that async HTTP does return closed. Now you can and that's basically it. You can stop sharing. Uh, Charlie, can you share your screen? Yeah, 3J. What? Oh, okay, whatever. Where were we? This is Charlie, right? Charlie. So I see the SSH key, so that's good. Can you go to the terminal or where did you put where do you usually put your code? Do you have a folder? No. Okay. Then let's do ls. Oh, you used the light share. Okay. Can you do ls? Enter. Let's do, okay. mkdir. No. mkdir space. And then let's do code. 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 CD space CODE. And then let's do git clone. Sorry. Where's my command that okay. Okay. Here. Open up this link that I gave in the chat. Okay. I don't think you can copy and paste it. You have to just click on that link in Zoom and it'll open it. Yeah. And then you see that code green button? Click on it. You see SSH? Click on it. You see that right side copy? To copy, go back to git bash, and then go up arrow, uh, Control C, git clone, and then paste. No, git clone and then space and then paste. No, your Control V. Wait, why does your thing not have paste? Do you have another command line tool? PowerShell command line. Yeah, let's do PowerShell. CD code, ls, enter, Control C. Let's do cd space dot dot Ellis. You know, delete this, delete PowerShell or like exit out, go back to git bash and just do git clone and then git clone space git at github.com. Don't press enter until I say, or else we'll have to write it all the way back. .com, colon, Andy dash, okay, wait, should we do, okay, capital A, Andy dash, capital J, dash, capital B, slash, capital S, D, 43, dash, capital P, Python, dash, all caps AI, dash, all caps ML, dash, capital D, data, dash, lowercase class, dash, repository, dot git. Enter. Yes. Enter. Okay. Now go to VS Code or whatever your IDE is. Oh, I don't. Uh, uh, can you go to Internet, do Visual Studio Code install? Or do you have parental permission things? I don't know. Okay, let's just do it. Visual Studio Code, so it should be the second one. That's the wrong one. Oh, wait, that's the right one. My bad. Yeah, download for Windows. Windows 11, 10, 11, yeah. You're downloading two of them. You can delete one. No, no. Go back to the Windows. Yeah. In the top right, you see that downloading bar? No, more top right. More top right. More top right. You'll see this blue. Yeah, 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 that. Click on it. X on the. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good. Now go back to downloads. Oh, yeah. I accept the agreement. Next. Next. Yeah, just click next on everything. Yeah, you can do that. Next. But yeah, after this, then you can open up the folder And that should be it. But since you guys are doing it now, later on when you guys do need it, you guys will have it ready. But yeah, this is always like takes so long. Okay, finish. Now you can go. Oh, it's already open. Do full screen. Oh, yeah. Okay, now do open folder in the middle. Yeah. And then let's go find that thing we just cloned. It should be in code. Do you see code right there? Not there, not there. There. And don't open it, and then just do select folder. No, that's good. There you go. Now, I trust. Now you can see in code, project 13. Yeah, data client. Yeah. So here, just do, can you do enter anywhere inside the code? And then go to terminal. Oh, actually, Control S, terminal. It's in the top left. Yeah. New terminal. Git status. Good. And then git add. Git add dot. No, space dot. Space dot. Git commit space dash m. No, okay. Whatever. Just git commit space dash m. And then you're gonna add a message. So do up arrow, space, quotation mark, hello, quotation mark, enter. And then git push. Oh, okay. You see that run? Just do those two commands. Git config, those two commands with your GitHub email. Anyways, that's it for this week. And see you guys next week. And Charlie, just do those two. No, no. Charlie, just copy the git config dash dash that whole line. And then replace u.email. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, that should work. And yeah, see you guys next week.